Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest today. Her name is Violet Diaz. Hello, Violet. How are you?
Hello, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. You're looking very nice. I see you're wearing a t shirt written Zimbabwe. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I was born in Zimbabwe a few years ago, and I love my country.
Very good. So, you are married to an American, right?
Yes, I am.
And tell us a little bit more about your husband before I ask the questions. Just let the audience know a bit about your husband.
My husband is a white American, born in Los Angeles. So we met at a party, and the rest is history.
Yes, very good, very good. So, how is it to be married to somebody that is not Zimbabwean and to top it all, a white man? So, is it true what other people think that white men don't like black people? But you're married to a white man, right? How do you feel when things are happening in countries where there's always talk about discrimination and racism?
I think when you get together, like most people, they see color, but if you find the right one, you don't see color at all. And I think it's an individual thing about the racism that's going on everywhere. Yes, so say as we were dating, I'll be asking questions and I'll see how he answers before we get serious. And from the look of things, he's somebody that just knows about the human race, not black or white.
Oh, very nice. So you've mentioned before that when you go into a store together, people just look at you differently. How does that make you feel?
Now I'm getting used to it, but before it was something that was bothering me a lot. But it bothers him more than it bothers me. Because where I live at, this place in California, I don't want to mention the name, but it's a kind of racist. There's more white people than blacks, and they don't see a lot of interracial couples.
I'm glad you brought that up. So tell us about the story where you were once in a store with your mother-in-law.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, yes, she bought her stuff, and then I was helping her putting the stuff in the bags that they give her the stuff. And the guy that was helping me, I saw him choking on his whatever they had. So I didn't know what he was talking about. And before I know it, there were like 3 or 4 security guards. And they told me that I was stealing from an elderly white woman.
It make me angry. How did you feel about that?
I was so mad. I was so mad, like they almost took me to jail that day. I was so mad.
Wow. Wow. But all in all, it's not something that has interfered in your marriage per se, right? It's
Not
just from the outside.
It's just from the outside.
Okay, okay. So, what advice would you like to give to people that are married to, other black women that are married to white men, or vice versa? What advice would you want to give them?
The one thing that I would like to tell like everybody, like just don't look at the color. Look at the person as an individual. Because if you start looking at the color, like either man or a woman, then there's gonna be a problem.
Well, thank you so much, Violet. And we hope to see you again. We'll be having more of these interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, Violet Diaz, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.